In this video, we're going to give you a worked example of using the file preparation system within ZebraCut. In this case, I'm going to work with this DXF file, and there are a number of challenges with this file. First of all of the geometry is in a single block instance. Secondly, all of the geometry is on the same layer, all on layer 0. What I'd like to do is to be able to pen mark all of the green lines and to knife cut all of the red lines. But I can't do that because everything's on the same layer and indeed it's locked as a block instance. So I'm going to open up the ZebraCut Prepare tab, and then I'm going to give myself a new preparation pipeline, and this is going to be for the police file. Now, preparation pipelines consist of various steps, and we have like a toolbox down here. The first thing that I wish to do is to explode this block, so we're going to open up a explode block step, add that to our list. We've got various options. We're going to delete the definitions of these blocks. And now what we'll do is we will run this. We can hit the apply button here to run just this one step, and you'll see it successfully exploded one block. And now I can individually interact with all of the different lines. However, all of these lines are still stuck within the same layer, so I can't assign different tools to different geometry. But if you notice, each of these lines has a different color as specified in the DXF file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look in my toolbox, and I can see that I have a layer by color step. So I'm going to add one of these, and no options on this one. And you can always choose whether you run on the selected geometry or whether you run on all geometry. We're going to work on all geometry, but sometimes it's quite useful to work on just the selected geometry. So let's run this, and you'll see it's now created two layers, a green one and a red one. And they have strange names, spot 31 and spot 41, and these will be inherited from the DXF file. But at least our geometry is now in separate layers. Let's see if we can rename these layers. So we have a preparation step called rename layer. And let's have one of these that changes any layers containing 31, and we'll change that to be pen. Let's run that, and you'll see our green layer is now called pen. And let's add another one, and anything that contains 41, let's make that cut. So that'll be a bit more straightforward for machine operators to remember. Rather than remembering numbers, we can just read the text. What else do we need to do to this geometry? Now, you might have spotted that the outer cut line is 4 separate lines. They're not joined together. So I think what we'll do is we will add a join command to the pipeline. So there's various options on here to do with fuse distances and tolerances, but we can accept the defaults in this file, and we can just run this. So again, we'll just apply this. So there we go. If we look at this, we've now got one single line around the outside, which is now a rectangle in our job. So we successfully joined our geometry. Now you might have a look here and see as well, we've also got quite a lot of overlapping geometry in this police text here. We can remove that by using the remove duplicate step here. So let's add that. Again, we need to give it some tolerances. I'm just going to increase the angle tolerance slightly, and then again I'm going to run this one on the entire file. So now it's removed 17 partial duplicates, and you'll see here that we no longer have any overlapping geometry. Okay, so our file is now fully prepared. We now have a pen layer and a cut layer, and I can clearly now go through to my library and assign pen marking to the pen layer, knife cutting to the cut layer, and I can ignore layer 0 because it's now got nothing on it. So, mission accomplished. That is our preparation pipeline prepared for this file. And what I would now do is I would now save this preparation pipeline so that I could subsequently load it and then run it on any file which needs these same steps to be done. So let's do that now. I will save this. I'll give it a name. This is for the police file. And then if I happen to re-import this file, there we go. You see I have all the same problems again. But if I load my pipeline, I can now use run all steps, and it will sequentially run every single one of these steps and automatically prepare the file completely with one click. So there we go. We exploded the geometry. We've got our layers called pen and cut. They've been renamed. We've done the join for the geometry, and we have removed any duplicate geometry as well. It is also possible to automatically apply preparation pipelines to our files based on the file name or the folder, and we can go into that in another video. But for now, that's a worked example of using preparation pipelines. Thank you very much.